Hey guys. So this topic or video is about missing your eating disorder. As you can see, I always write the topics above my videos. And um, so, missing your eating disorder. And what I mean by that is when you're in the recovery process or when you're just beginning recovery, sometimes you have this I know, it's strange to miss your eating disorder. But to be honest, I have missed my eating disorder from the day I started recovery. And um, it's weird how you can miss something that will potentially or will kill you eventually, and that has robbed me of my relationships, things that should be functioning normally with my body. It has ruined my life, the time that I had the eating disorder, and it still affects my life. And how could I miss that? But the reason behind that, and if you have an eating disorder, and you're in the recovery process, I don't know if you do go through those bouts where you want the eating disorder back, the desire to just grab it back and just have that control back in your life. Nothing else. It seems like in recovery, um, you can go on about your life and do all these amazing things and learn more about yourself, but it just seems sometimes like nothing else in the world is so satisfactory as the eating disorder, because it just gives you a sense of self um, accomplishment and worth, and it just feeds a fuel, it feeds a fire inside of you. And when you start recovery, it feels like you're losing control and everything's out of place and everything's falling apart. That's what it really feels like. And you would think that starting recovery would be a wonderful life experience. And because you see people that are recovered and you hear about their stories, you're like, okay, as soon as I start eating better, as soon as I start getting my mind a little bit filtered out, that everything's going to be perfect and I'm going to be free of this eating disorder. It's just going to fade away. I'm never going to have these thoughts ever again. I mean, that's kind of what I thought going into recovery. I just thought, okay, I can fix this, no problem. We'll try to work through this. I had no idea how much hard work it took to begin the recovery process. It's very hard, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Everything is so hard when you're recovering. So, um, the control, I just felt out of control, as I said. And it was kind of like it was like I had a best friend, or a loved one, or just somebody in my life that was very significant. And it was like they died or moved away when I started the recovery process. It's like a very big life changing event, because you're going from one place to another and you don't know what's going to happen. It's just like everything's changing around you. Everybody's responses and comments to your body and your mind, everything's changing and it's overwhelming. And in that time space, you just sort of start to miss what you used to have. You sort of start to miss that control. Um, you miss the part where you lose weight, and even I missed sometimes the part of stepping on and off the scale. As weird as that sounds, but it's just like that control that I had every morning to come into the bathroom and step on and off the scale, hoping that and wishing that every time I stepped on and off the scale that it would go down a pound or half a pound, just anything to have that sense of relief that the day would progress better if I lost a pound or anything like that. So, honestly, as I said, I definitely go through moments where I miss my eating disorder, and where sometimes it's so hard to wake up in the morning and say, okay, are we going to eat today, or are we going to act out on eating disorder behaviors? I have to actively make that choice every single day with myself. It's not just, okay, you've been recovered for about a year and or in recovery for about a year and you don't have those thoughts as much. that is not it at all, because I have those thoughts every day. I have the thoughts of when I look in the mirror, I still see that big person at times. It's not all the time as it used to be, but I still just, if I stare too long, it's just like all these negative feelings come forth, and it's just like I want to engage in my behaviors, because everything I see is wrong. Everything I see is just out of control. I can tamper those thoughts so much better now and process them and know that they're lies and know that it's negative, and I need to accentuate it with positive thoughts. But still, it's still so hard on a daily basis to fight the thoughts and to seek truth about yourself and about what's really going on in your life, and facing things that are bothering you every day, not going and acting out on the eating disorder behaviors and ignoring what's bothering me. I have to actively set before me what is bothering me and sort it out. And things progress so much better that way. But again, it still doesn't change the fact that I have times where I miss my eating disorder. I miss that friend. I miss that comfort of the eating disorder being there, and I miss that, turning to that for a sense of control, because other things that I've tried in my life, it just feels like it doesn't bring that control to me. I have God now in my life, and I know that He is in control of everything. But this fleshly worldly passion still has the desire to want to reach out and grab the thing that would torture me and damage me the most. Um, it's kind of like, I guess I grew up with such a family that um, was emotionally neglected, and I felt like I deserved that. So I feel like I deserve my eating disorder sometimes, and that's why I think I miss it so much sometimes. It's because I think that I deserve that kind of torture and that kind of. I think that I feel like I deserve to only express my feelings through flushing things down the toilet and eating my feelings and starving my feelings. I feel like that's the only way that I can get my feelings across. Even if nobody knows, even if I hide it, I just feel some sort of relief through a physical action. And I haven't acted out on my eating disorder behaviors in several months, but the desire is still there. It doesn't go away, and it's not easy, but there's always hope. So, um, just making this because I know that a lot of people struggle with missing their eating disorders and having a hard time not going back to them when you're in recovery. But I just want you to know that um, there is hope. I pray every day for everybody with eating disorders. In a general aspect, I pray for that. And I know that sometimes it seems like your prayers aren't answered the second you pray, but God is, if you're a believer, God is teaching us patience, and He's teaching us something through this struggle and through carrying this cross. But anyways, just thought I should make that, so talk to y'all later. Bye.